Hello and welcome to my new reading vlog. It is Monday. I have some homework to do. I'm gonna go down to Starbucks and just try and get that all out the next couple hours. I was gonna go to the library, but it is pouring snow right now, so not gonna walk through that. And then hopefully later I will have time to continue reading The Diviners by Libba Bray. I'm really enjoying this one. And then I also have some Bookstagram photos I need to take today and a book review I need to write. So it's gonna be a busy day, but mostly stuff I enjoy. So I'm excited to get this stuff done, and I will update you later. So I just changed into my gym clothes and my camera battery is about to die, but I wanted to update. I'm about 120 pages in to The Diviners and I'm loving it so much. The like creepy supernatural turns it's taking is so good, and the way it's written is just so exciting, and I cannot wait to read more of it tonight. Hello, a little update. I'm actually doing a little book mail right now. I won a giveaway from Penguin Random House and I'm so thankful and so excited. The book is Rocketman by Robert Kurson, which is a novel about the Apollo 8 mission, and I'm so excited to learn more about this because I don't know a whole lot, to be honest, but I'm so excited to learn more. This giveaway came something else that was so exciting, and that is a little piece of the moon. I don't know if it'll focus, but like I am so happy to have gotten that. It's gonna go on display on my bookshelf for the rest of my life. I just think it's so cool to have a little tiny piece of space, even if it's like super tiny and not like the most exciting thing in the world. An update, I'm about 130 pages into The Diviners. Not super far, I think that's actually what I said last time, but really loving it. It's spooky, great, and I'm about 60% into Northanger Abbey, which I'm also really enjoying. A reading update, it's Monday morning, bright and early, but I wanted to update. I started reading Leah on the Offbeat because I finished Northanger Abbey. Gave that one a 4 out of 5 stars, I think, 3 out of 5. Overall, I did really enjoy it. I think I'd have to reread it to like really catch everything, but I did like it. I'm now 3 hours into Leah on the Offbeat, and I like this. The only complaints I have are like sort of the way the teenagers speak sometimes just feels a little forced, which is the same thing I actually thought about Simon, but I am really enjoying it, and I'm excited to see how Leah grows throughout this book. Then because I read so many books at the same time, I am about 160 pages into The Diviners and I'm really enjoying that one. It's just finding the time and energy to sit down and read has been a little difficult, so I'm going pretty slow through that one, but I do really like it. Good morning, it is Tuesday morning. I just woke up. I'm still in my pajamas. I had a bit of a lie-in. Actually got some sleep last night for once. My class does not start until noon, so I have my coffee and I'm going to read some more of The Diviners. It would be really great if I could finish this by the end of the week. I'm 200 pages in, so I have about 400 left. Don't know if that's going to be possible, but I'm going to try really hard because I am really enjoying it. Also, I've just been reading it for a while, it feels like. It is a long book, so like I get that it's taking a while, but I really like it, so I would really like to keep reading. Hello, a little reading update. I finished Leah on the Offbeat, the audiobook, yesterday, and I did enjoy it. I didn't like it as much as Simonverse the Homo Sapiens Agenda, just because I didn't think the plot was as strong. I did think the characters were still pretty strong and their like development throughout the story was good, like Leah's especially, of course. I think she grew a lot as a character, but it wasn't super deep, I feel like. I maybe just didn't connect with her as much, but it still was pretty well written, and I did like her character the farther we got into the story. Maybe it was a little bit predictable, but that's okay. It was still really cute. It just wasn't as strong as the Simon story for me, so I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. Still a solid story, just not my absolute favorite. Then next for my audio book, I am listening to All Rights Reserved by Gregory Scott Catsulus, which I am just about an hour into, and I'm really enjoying. It is a very interesting society. The concept of the society is that you have to pay for every word you say because every word is copyrighted, and there are also like actions that are copyrighted as well. So definitely super intriguing, very unique, something I have never seen before. The only thing I didn't expect is the main character is a lot younger than I thought. She's only 15. So that'll be an interesting perspective into the story. She is a likable character though so far. She's definitely very strong-willed, and I like that. Still have 300 pages left in the Diviners. I am loving this book. It's just a matter of finding the time to read it for me right now. I'm super busy. I wish I could sit down and read right now, but I think it would be a smarter decision for me to do some homework. But I'm really loving this. Hello, so reading update for Friday. I spent the whole morning at work, and then I spent the whole rest of the day doing homework, which was reading chapters. Does that count as a reading update? But I am finally done. It's about 9 o'clock, so I am going to take a bath, and I actually don't have an update for either of my current reads, but I'm gonna start a new one. I am borrowing this book called Period Power, a Manifesto for the Minstrel Movement by Nadia Akamoto, from a friend. She rented it from the library and I'm borrowing it from her. She said she didn't love it. It was definitely maybe a bit below her reading level, and I would say we have similar reading levels, so I don't know if I'll love it like I want to, but I still do really want to try and read it, just because I think it's such an interesting idea. Like, the topic of periods can be kind of taboo, which is a bad thing obviously, and I have a real big interest in science and stuff, so I think this will be a super interesting read. She said she read it in a couple hours, so I'm hoping to at least get it done this weekend. So I'm gonna go take a bath, put a face mask on, and read this. Hello, so it is still Friday. It's about 11, so I should be getting to bed soon. I wasn't going to update again tonight. I was going to wait until the morning, but I just have like so many thoughts on this book so far. I am 100 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it. The writing is very casual and like not super academic. Not that this is like an academic book, but like, yeah, I can see how the writing can be perceived as maybe juvenile, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. But this author was very young when she wrote this. I think she was either in high school or just out of high school. So like, I can look past that, especially because the content is just so good. It's so much stuff that like a lot of it I haven't really thought about ever, and I just think that's really interesting. Science-wise, I am familiar with everything she has gone over. I have been in a lot of biology classes over the years. I'm a nursing major, so I'm familiar with the anatomy of all of this. But she's going into a lot of historical and like social aspects that like I've never really completely thought about. And I just think it's so interesting. She's really starting a conversation about periods in society and how those things work together, and like it is still a taboo. Even today, it's 2019, and there's still a lot of people who would not openly talk about their period. She has like a sort of a personal anecdote thinking it back to junior high, which I'm sure every girl can think back to middle school of like if they had started their period by then, of like hiding their tampon or their pad in their pocket or in their sleeve so like no one sees it. And like myself included, I distinctly remember being so self-conscious about that sort of stuff, and like looking back I'm like, but why does it matter? I now would think of myself as a fairly open person. I think the fact that I do study science helps with that. I understand a lot of the details of what is happening inside the body, the hormones and the physiology itself and the anatomy itself and all of that. I understand how it works, and I love learning about how it all works. So yeah, I just think it's really, really interesting. I could literally, like, I could talk forever about this. I think I'm going to do a whole blog post on this book when I finish it because it's just so interesting. She had a chapter about the history of like period products, and I thought that was really interesting. That is stuff I have looked up before just because I'm curious and I'll be like, when was the tampon invented? I need to look that up. But I'm gonna read a little bit more and then I'll update you in the morning. I'm definitely finishing this weekend. I have 190 pages left now. I can't remember. Either way, I don't care. I'm finishing this weekend because this is so interesting. It is Sunday morning and I thought I would just close out with one final update. I did finish Period Power by Nadia Akamoto last night and I ended up really, really loving it. It was just such an interesting book to read. It brought up so many interesting ideas and points. The writing, like I said when I was about halfway through, is like sometimes a bit young. Overall, I think the words that she was saying were really, really good and the points that she was making were really amazing. And I learned a lot. Even like science-wise, I knew a lot of what she was already talking about, and there were even some other things that I've heard of before and but overall I learned a lot from it and I really, really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to do a full blog post on this one just because I think there's a lot to discuss. But yeah, overall I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. And I think with that I will close out this reading vlog. It was an okay week for reading. I did finish 2 books I think in this reading vlog. I'm not sure. But yeah, school has definitely been busy, but I hope to get more done in the coming weeks. That's what I always hope, but we'll see. For January, I finished 7 books in January, which is really good, so I'm not too mad about that. Yeah, I'm going to keep reading my current reads, and I will see you in the next reading vlog. For now, I have to go to the grocery store, even though it's raining outside and I have to walk there, so that'll be fun. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I upload almost every Sunday. I think I might adjust that a little bit. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!